Shalom, family. Shalom. Give me a one if I sound like a robot. Salakia, give me a one if I'm coming in loud and clear. Give me a two if I sound like a robot. Baba, shot, man. Gotta make sure that this audio coming in loud and clear, right? We gonna go into some things today, man. Right? We're gonna cover the mind of these weirdos, man. You see the title, right? The mind of America's children, right? Yeah, man. Let me get one in the chat if I'm loud and clear. Two, if it sound like I'm at McDonald's using up their Wi-Fi. Somebody let me know. Matter of fact, let me check. Let me take a stab at it. What we sounded like. There we go. We good. The audio's good. I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world only calls Christ, real name Yahweh Shai. This is your brother, Officer Matati Aban by Yum Yum, coming at y'all with another live class, right? Recent events in the world, man, really shows the fruit of America, right? You know, a man shall be known by his fruits. This nation is known by what? Its fruits, right? Now, if you recall, there was an incident not too long ago regarding an individual of a certain persuasion here in America. We're gonna have to guard our words here. You feel me? You know, got to make sure that we good on our side, right? But yeah, man, there was an incident in Nashville regarding a certain individual of a certain persuasion who took the lives of some people, man. One of those being a so-called black man, right? Tragedy. However, there are groups, coalitions, gatherings, alphabet gangs, you know, of people who are more mad that that person is no longer alive, but they're not upset at the atrocities they committed, right? Anybody who goes into a school and kills any children is is a is a depraved and sick individual, right? A depraved and a sick individual. But right. This book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city. Right? And we understand this. You know, our bodies are definitely lying in the streets of the great city. Let's keep it real. All right. You got those of us that spiritually dead. You got those of us that's actually being killed out there. All right. Which is spiritually called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Right? Zephaniah, shalom, family, shalom. Right? So why is this place called Sodom? What is Sodom known for? It's known for its sick depravity in its lustful natures, right? Like I said, we're gonna be guarding our words today because what we're going into, or part of what we're going into, rather, right, are some of the most protected people in the earth, more protected than those who are heavily oppressed, right? But let's get what's going on, because of course we're talking about what? Spiritual Babylon, aka America, right? Spelled with 3 K's. But let's get some edification real quick, right? We're gonna get into why this place is called Sodom. We already know why it's Egypt, right? The place where we served heavy bondage and still serving that heavy bondage, right? Where even our own people are taskmasters over us, right? But we're gonna focus on this right here, Sodom. But let's get into this word Babel or Babylon. All right. Let's check this word out, right? Babylon. Babel or Babal, right? Babal or Babylon. Confusion by mixing. This is what it means. It means confusion. This is a place of confusion. Everybody going around here in America is confused, right? You got people who don't know if they're a them or a they, a male or a female, alien or a rhinoceros, a dog or a Loch Ness monster, whatever it is here. It's a lot here in this place called America. You could be whatever you want to be, apparently, man. Look, man, if that were true, right? Hey, man, you know, I would be a saying of the of the most powerful, you know, you know, of the most powerful sect of sayings that there could be, man. I would have been the very first one to actually go Super Saiyan, you know, 4, whatever the case is, man. We could be whatever we want to be, right? But yeah, I can't go to my bank and say that I identify as a billionaire and that it is harassment and discriminatory because my bank account does not reflect what I identify as. Headassery. Confusion, right? Shalom, macho. Shalom. Shalom. But again, this is called Babylon the Great. This is Mystery Babylon, the place of confusion, right? So let's get some more Bible real quick, right? Because the people that rule over us, the Edomites, what they say in this place, their kingdom goes, right? They say, you know, you can be a biological human being, but you can identify as a cat, a fox, a robot, whatever it is, man, right? You can identify as, I don't know, Optimus Prime, whatever it is, whatever they say goes, right? Let's get it, man. Let's get some wisdom up in here, man. Right? The book of Psalms, chapter 73. We're gonna start at verse 1. Truly, God is good to Israel. That's right. Hold on, man. All praises to the Most High, because truly He is good. All right, let's keep it real. The Most High God, Yahweh, is truly only good to Israel. Let's keep it a buck, right? He disciplines us. He chastises us. He loves us, right? He holds up His end of the deal every time. It's us that got to get right as a people. It's us that got to do better as a people. All right. Even to such as are of a clean heart. But as for me, my feet were almost gone. My steps had well nigh slipped. That's a lot of our people, man. And let's see why. Verse 3. For I was envious at the foolish when I saw the prosperity of the wicked. It is a foolish thing for our people to want to be like those who oppress, harm, and kill them, only to see their prosperity. We saw that a couple months ago in Memphis, right? Them 5 brothers who were part of a narcotics task force where they brutally beat a young brother who was down the street from his mother's house. You know, they didn't get that couple of days. They didn't, you know, get that small time frame to live it up. They didn't get put on no administrative leave where they still got paid and got to sit at the house and kick it up like their Caucasian counterparts or their Edomite counterparts. They didn't get that. They got fired. They've been charged, right? Immediately. The things that, you know, our people want to see when it comes to unjustifiable homicide, death by cop, the things that we want to see, we saw it happen to our people who were police officers and killed one of their own, right? Those officers were foolish because they saw the prosperity of their fellow brothers and sisters in blue, of the cauliflower coalition crew, right? If that's a bar, you could take it. It was kind of a weak bar. I ain't gonna hold you, right? But they saw their prosperity, right? And what they do, they brutally beat that brother. He died a few days later from his injuries. They thought they was gonna get that prosperity, but no. The Most High is not playing no games with our people, right? His judgment is swift towards us, and all praises for it. Verse 4, for there are no bands in their death, but the strength is firm. There's, you know what I'm saying? They don't get those infirmities and those sicknesses like we do, man. Right? They get cancer and they, go get one of ours that's been kidnapped and put them organs of ours into them so they can live, man. Right? Verse 73 and 5. It's a lot. Verse 73 and chapter 73 and verse 5. Salat. They are not in trouble as other men. It's a fact. These people don't get in trouble like us. They can do whatever it is that they want to in this place called America. This is their kingdom, right? They can storm Capitol buildings, right? Both national Capitol buildings and as well as state Capitol buildings, right? Shalom, Malak, y'all. You on time today, bro? You on time today, y'all? We ain't even get started like that. You on time today, y'all? All praise to the Most High. Powerful Sicarii brother, man. All right. But yeah, they're not in trouble as other men. Neither are they plagued like other men. They don't suffer the same things that they suffer. They enjoy their lives here in the Americas and everywhere else that they have, man. Why? Because they ruling right now. That's it's their time to shine. All right. But that time to shine is dimming more and more and more, man. If you're not paying attention to what's going on overseas about that brand new currency that BRIC is starting to put out, that Brazil, Russia, India, and China, right? Those forces who are going to band together, right? And ultimately be used in the downfall of this wicked place known as Babylon the Great to us, man. I'll praise for the Most High and keeping his word and doing that, man. But again, these people are not plagued as other men, right? Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Who's more prideful than the average American? Let's keep it a buck. The average American is so prideful, they think that nothing can hurt them. As a matter of fact, how prideful are they? Example, most Americans don't know what's going on around the world. They don't know about the war going on over there. They just hear, okay, Ukraine, Russia's going to lose to Ukraine. Are you serious? Bruh, is you serious? I will never forget the video that I saw of a Russian soldier pissed drunk, light himself on fire, grab his K while on fire, tuck and roll while on fire, shoot at targets and hit every single bullseye. And you really think Ukraine is going to beat them? I call cap. And Khan, like the powerful Shatar Yajadiah said, man, get them likes up, Baba Shah, man. Get them likes, subs, and shares. All right. Let's read that again. Therefore, pride compasseth them around the chain, right? And these people pass that prideful mindset down to their citizens. They're the most prideful people. And look, the alphabet game is, if not the most prideful group in the earth, especially here in America. They're the most protected, right? Hence why I have to guard my words, because they're that protected. And let's keep it real, man. Right? They even have there's a time of the year, they gave the so-called Black man February. I believe they gave the so-called Hispanic man I think October. You got May the 5th, Cinco de Mayo. They also get their month. Our months ain't really nothing. We just do the same thing every day. We still get together. We still eat. We still chop it up. Get a cerveza. Get a brew. You know what I'm saying? Kick it. We don't really care about the things that they give us, right? But these people, They have that in their month. It literally has. I'm not gonna say it, but it's got that in it. It's that there. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Where we go? Where we go? Where we go? There we go. Oh, that right there. That thing. This right here. To the point. They got parades where there's families and children, and there's all sorts of profanation going on, exposing children to obscenities, right? And of course, we only care for our children, right? Our Israelite children, those young, beautiful, impressionable minds who are being molded to obscenities, profanation, and just outright degradation, right? That's what they're exposed to. So much so to the point that it's now in our schools. Being taught. These children are too young to understand. You know what I was doing at 7, 8 years old? Right? I'm over here trying to be king of the tetherball court. Right? I don't really care about school. I'm trying to catch these wins on the tetherball court, man. Right? I'm trying to play basketball. I'm trying to play kickball. You feel me? I'm trying to play sharks and minnows. I'm trying to play hide and seek. I'm trying to play tag. I'm trying to play foursquare. You feel me? You know, I'm trying to do my best in school and have my progress report from my mama. Louder and say, oh, I didn't get it. You know, little did she know I got it. I just happened to throw it down the gutter before, I got home, because back in the day we could walk to school. You feel me? I don't got it, Mom. I'm sorry. Then, you give me some time to build up them grades for the report card. See, Mom, I told you I was doing good. That's what I was worried about as a kid. Right? I wasn't thinking about the possibility or being taught it's okay to be an imaginative. How can I phrase this? How can I phrase this? I was not thinking about being an imaginative, created character. Right? But at that age, I understood that they and them were words to describe a group or couple or gathering of people. That's what that was there for, right? And then you got, that and those. That is a singular thing. That thing over there, that is my car. These are things that denote a singular item. Those describe a group or more than one. These are plurals and singulars. I learned this as a child. But what our children are learning is that there are singular denotions to they, them, those. It's called confusion. This is quite literally the land of confusion. It makes no sense. And if anybody tells you that they're descriptive words in order for you to address them is they and them, take a page out of Trey Rag's book. Well, where's the other one? Okay, well, you got to pay $18.50 for the burger, but I only ordered one. You ordered one. They get two. It's simple math. It's simple math, bro. It's not that difficult to understand. But that's the place that we live in. This is what our children are learning in these schools, man. Right? They're being taught, forcibly taught. Understand this. Because the school system has not changed. The school system in general, when it was created, was made to make workers. That's literally what the foundation of it was. It was to create workers for the industry of the oh my God, is it the industrial age? The industrial age. Yeah. We got assembly line workers and they're having to learn how to do their jobs. That's where it came from, right? that same foundation hasn't really changed. That's why when we get into the real world, we really don't know. We can't apply much of nothing, right? Of school into the real world. Name me one time you throughout your average day, had to solve for X. I'll wait. Name me one time you actually had to use the Pythagorean theorem. Now, if you're like in architecture and stuff like that, that's different. That's the field that you actually have to use it. That's not a common thing at all, right? Name me one time someone asked you about the feudal era of Japan and you had to use that in the real life. That's what we learn. But we ain't got to use it. The school system is not built to create educated people. It's created to make docile people. It's indoctrination. As a matter of fact, my favorite example, right? To all my nerds in this chat, right? All of my cartoon and anime nerds. If you've seen Avatar: The Last Airbender, this scene quite literally makes me think of America every single time. And this was before I was even the truth. When Aang snuck into the Fire Nation and he accidentally put on a school uniform and he had to go attend the school, the children there were being taught that the Fire Nation was doing this great magnanimous thing to benefit the world by sharing their knowledge, their wealth, and everything there. They didn't even know that there was really a war going on. They just know that there were people using their military power to benefit the earth or the world rather that they lived in. And the children had no idea what was going on. They were being force-fed lies. And that is exactly what is going on in the school system. Our children are being force-fed lies. One of those lies is now teaching that a boy can be a girl can be a boy and a girl can be an alien, a dog, a robot, a fox, Optimus Prime, right? Or that a singular person can count as two people. The math not mathing, and it makes no sense. But this is what's molding our children's minds, right? But that's a lot of pride to have, that you have to force your ideologies on the people. But here's the thing, though: those same people that are forcing those ideologies, they're kings, they're champions, they're queens. They're the people who allow them to do this and give them the power to do this are the same people who rule over us and have raped, robbed, and murdered us for over 500 years. And it's their agenda that's being pushed, right? Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. And almost any time you question their illogical thinking, they want to get violent. And some degree, they wish to get violent, whether it be words, threats, mass assemblies, right? And trust me, when I say mass assemblies, when have you seen Israelites storm a Capitol? We're going to stand outside. We're going to teach the word of God. But we not finna go in them buildings. We go up in there. We might not make it out, bruh. But these people got enough pride to do that, to voice their opinion, but then get mad at us for, actually doing it in a lawful manner and telling the truth, right? They want to get violent. Who remembers that video of an individual? I think it was like an abortion rally or something like that. And you had Caucasian women who were pro-life, and then you had a individual dressed in purple who was of this persuasion right here. This, you see the highlight of this persuasion. You can see it's a male. He's of this persuasion. He tries to make the Yeo argument: if a young girl gets raped by a man and get pregnant, which that's like 1% of that happens, to be quite honest with you. Still a terrible crime. The person needs to die, whoever does that. But either way, right? Trying to justify it. And then when the girl disagreed with him, what did this individual do? He got set in his stance, did a roundhouse, kicked the phone and the girl, And the first thing was, oh, I was aiming for her phone. I'm so sorry. We're calling the cops. Right? I don't know if he ran, right? I don't know what he did. But that's the video. These people get violent when logic gets to them. They want to argue their point in the most irrational way, right? With no logic, no source, no source documents, no none of that. They just want to do as they will because that's what they feel, right? Let's move forward. Verse 7, their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than their heart could wish. They got everything. The Edomites have everything in the earth. They got the earth. They got military might. They force their ideologies on all nations. And I'm talking about all of them as a collective. All of them as a collective, right? They stole our identity. They live in our house, both houses. Because look, the Americas, that's Northern Kingdom's house. You know, that's their crib. They went out, got an apartment. You know, they was kicking it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, they got their stuff took by the same people. And then now they're in the family house with other heathen, right? And they ain't being nice to them either, right? They got everything, but they want more, right? They are corrupt and speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily, which is a fact. They don't care what happened to us. You know what? This is how much they do not care, right? The people who abuse the symbol of the Lord that shows us that he will never flood the earth again. The people that abuse that symbol of that promise will say, well, we suffer just like you guys did in slavery. Cap. 1000% cap. And your ancestors are the one that caused it. Your ancestors are the one that allow you to I won't even say brainwash, because that's a cleansing of the mind. That allows you to pollute the minds of our people, and now you're going directly towards the children, right? You get them while they're young, and they'll never break free, right? If you know what movie that came from, We Need to Be Friends, all right? But yeah, verse 9, they set their mouth against the heaven, and their tongue walketh through the earth. What they say goes. What these people say goes. It's a fact, right? The alphabet gang, right? The abusers of the promise that the Most High would never flood the earth again. The people who took that beautiful symbol, right? They come from the same people who rule this world, and they force their ideologies and the ways upon us and our children, creating a generation of those who will grow up confused, will regret their lives, and above all else, are probably going to die. Let's keep it a buck. They're probably going to die. Let's just keep it real, bro. It's one thing to, you know, to grow up with a good sense of right and wrong and have some form of firm direction. It's another thing to grow up with a twisted mindset from a young age. That is extremely difficult to untwist and undo. The Most High can do it easily, right? But it's still a tough thing to do, right? Tribe of Issachar, that's a fact. That's straight up facts, man. That's straight up facts, man. And they call us terrorists. But yet what we're doing is actually lawful by their standards. We can't win in this place. But the Most High is gonna win in this place, though. Right? But let's get it. Let's get into this article, right? Let's get into this Nashville thing. We like I said, we gonna go into a couple things today, right? We're gonna go into this thing that happened in Nashville, and then I got a treat for y'all, because what happened in Nashville is only one byproduct of America. one byproduct of the mind that America loves to create, right? And then we got a little treat for y'all, man, right? As a matter of fact, and just to add to it, if you guys didn't see Stain Raymond's latest video, it's like 6 minutes, right? Where we meet yet again Andre the Castrated, now known as Andre the Vaginal. Man, oh man, it's bad, bruh. It's bad. Let's get it. Wait, we got a car in the building? Hold on, man. I'm just now looking at the chat. Hold on, wait. Wait, a car in the building. Shalom, King. Oh, shout outs to that brother, man. Shout out to the whole family that's in the chat, man. Make sure you in there. On the page prior, so it wouldn't have to do this. Come on now. All this for an ad. Whoever's in control of ad feedback, no one likes you. Bruh. You can't be serious. You can't be serious right now. It's one page. It's not like I got like 60 pages up. I purposely only have like 4 tabs. Normally I got like 20. Bruh. All right, you know what? We just finna start. Am I still coming in loud and clear? One tell sharing my screen, bro. I was just ready to dive right into the lesson. When nobody finna tell me that I wasn't sharing my screen, bro. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. All praises, man. All praises. Right? Let's get it. So these are some of the individuals. We got one brother here. And again, this is apparently a Christian school, as we'll read about here in just a second, right? But yeah, and you got the children, you got Jimmy Neutron's teacher, and you got this brother, right? These are the lives that this individual, the person, took, right? And this is a CNN article. Fair use, all right? Fair use. I know it's not a video, but still fair use in the chat, all right? CNN, a 28-year-old who killed 3 children and 3 adults at a Christian school in Nashville last week, fired 152 rounds. Violence can pass at them as a garment. Nashville police said Monday, adding that while they have yet to determine the motive, the shooter planned the attack over a period of months and studied other mass murderers. Premeditated murder, premeditated mass murder. You have to be one sick individual. One, this individual was already sick. Let's keep it a buck, right? But you gotta be one real sick individual to plan months in advance to kill children. No sane person does that. No one in their right mind does that. To sit there and plan months in advance to kill children. right? That's like, come on now. You like that again. These people are sick, depraved individuals, and I'm speaking to the entirety of the nation of Edom for clarification, right? For clarification, the entirety of the nation of Edom are sick individuals who primarily create mass murderers, mass shooters, and school shooters. That's what they make, man. Right? The shooter identified as former student Audrey Hale. So this was a student at this Christian school. This person graduated college not too long ago. Audrey Hale graduated college not too long ago, but decided and planned months in advance to kill children. Madness. The shooter identified as former student Audrey Hale acted totally alone. They always do, but they always got a splinter cell somewhere. Metro Nashville police said in the Monday update, investigators with the police department and the FBI's behavioral analysis unit, the BAU. If you watch Criminal Minds, you know who the BAU is. This BAU, in reality, they suck. Okay? They're terrible, right? The ones on TV on Ion Network, they a couple people might go, but they at least catch the person within a few days. This person was planning for months. Failures. All right. They blew it. The FBI's behavioral analysis unit continued to review writings left behind by Hale, which police said Monday contained documentation of Hale's planning. It is known that Hale considered the actions of other mass murderers, the release said. Most rounds fired by Hale, 126 rounds, basically what they're saying, were 5.56 rifle rounds, and 26 were 9mm rounds, police said. You know why they're putting the rounds out. They're going to try and take your guns, man. All right? I recommend, and this is just me. This is just me, right? Me personally, if I were questioned on the whereabouts of my instruments that I would utilize to enforce my right to bear arms, hey man, look, check me out. I understand that you're looking for those things, but I lost them in a boating accident. I was in the Gulf of Mexico. I went deep sea fishing, and wouldn't you believe it? They just the boat tipped, the cases, and they just all fell at the bottom of the ocean, man. I don't know what to tell you. They're at the bottom of a lake, or the ocean. A whale shark came, he was running from a killer whale. They bumped the boat. It went overboard. They're gone. Okay, I don't know what to tell you. If you catch what I'm saying, there you go. All right, but yeah, they're gonna use this to say we need to get rid of rifles, this, that, and the third. No, you need to do a better job. You're supposed to be the police force of the world, but you can't even really police your own country, man. Why? Because you're failures. All right, you Edomite Caucasian Americans, you're failures and you're liars. Okay, let's keep going. Monday's update on the investigation comes a week after Hale, armed with three firearms, according to police, stormed the Covenant School, gaining entry to the building by firing through the building's locked glass doors. Within minutes, Nashville officers arrived at the scene, confronted Hale as the shooter was firing through a window at arriving police cars per police. They pulled up, she hit the window, pulled the rifle, and started spraying. Right? She thought she was Tupac or something. Trying to fire police. Only Tupac can do that. You feel me? Right? Two officers opened fire. Two officers opened fire a moment captured in body cam footage later released by police, and killed Hale at 10:27 a.m. Dang, man, this breakfast ain't even over at Whataburger yet. Breakfast ain't even over at McDonald's yet, bruh. I can't eat my honey butter chicken biscuit before bullets is spraying. Madness, man. Can't even have your most important meal of the day, right? Different shoes, and when she entered the church, but I don't know how credible it was. Hey man, it wouldn't surprise me, if she. I'm sorry. So for for purposes, I must refrain from using exclusive terms. That individual, right, more than likely took them off a kid, man. I guarantee it. I stand by it. Probably, messed up some shoelaces. I don't like these. You put these on. We don't know what's going through their minds, right? But yeah, 14 minutes after the shooter entered, according to Nashville police spokesman Don Aaron, Officer Rex Elginbert fired 4.556 rounds from his rifle. Police said Monday, while Officer Michael Colazzo fired 4 rounds from his 9mm pistol. Evelyn Dejas, I am fighting the urge to make so many jokes about this name. I am fighting the urge right now. I'm gonna keep it going, though. I'm gonna keep it going. William Kinney and Hallie Scruggs, all 9 years old, were killed in the massacre, as well as school custodian. Bruh. You got the custodian? You got the janitor? That's all. The janitor's always the coolest person in the school, bruh. 61, substitute teacher Cynthia P. She wasn't even supposed to be there that day. She was just a substitute teacher. She should have been at home. She could have been at a different school. She said, "Oh no, I'll sub in." She picked a bad day to sub. And Catherine Kuntz, 60, who was head of the, she got the head of the school. Golly. While police were still working to determine the motive for the attack, they said in a news release that writings left behind by Hale make clear that it was calculated and planned. Hale targeted a school and Covenant Presbyterian Church to which the school is attached, Christian school. Police said, but it's believed the victims were fired upon at random, probably, right? The school shooting, the deadliest since 21 people, including 9 children, were killed at a school in Uvalde, Texas. The police stood there. The Nashville police, they took key from what happened in Uvalde. And might I say, right? Again, any school shooting is depravable, right? To go into any facility and target children, you are sick. Okay. But here's the thing, though, right? Them officers from Uvalde, Texas, I guarantee you they not from Texas, bro. I guarantee and I stand by it. They're not from Texas. They're not no real Texans, right? A real Texan would have went up in there. These Nashville police were more Texan than these people, right? They didn't waste no time. They went right up in there, found that individual, right? And did what they did, right? Last May, renewed the debates over the scourge of America. Okay, yeah, that's the end of it. It's not American gun violence. It's Caucasian violence, right? They just choose to use firearms. That's what they do, okay? But watch this. But we just read all this, right? We read the names of the individuals, right? We see pictures of some of the individuals here, children, teachers, head of school, the custodian. Like, seriously, bro, the custodian? Like, that's really killing me right there. The janitor of all people, that man was just trying to do his job. He's trying to mop the floor, take the trash out. And you just like, come on, fam. Come on, man. That's right, Korah. That's right. Hebrews 12:16. Let no one become immoral or unspiritual like Esau. That's a fact. That's a fact, man. Right? But watch this. Now, we just read all this, right? We read about this horrible, depraved act. This individual planned this attack. This individual said, I'm going to go to this school and I'm going to kill children and everybody up in there, right? This, and look, when I pull this picture up, I'm not going to read it. I'm just going to hold it up. Let me put a 1 in the chat if you can see it and read it clearly. Put a 2 in the chat if you can't. I'll zoom in. But the content and words that are on here, I cannot read on this live, right? So here we go. 1 in the chat if you can see who posted it and read it clearly. 2 in the chat if you need me to zoom in. Shalom, Brian Guzman. Shalom. 1 in the chat if you can see it and read it. 2 in the chat if I need to blow it up and zoom in. 2? Okay, come. 1 in the chat if you can read it. 2 in the chat if you can't. Brian says 1. We'll say everybody else. All praise to the Most High. Now, I will say this. This was posted by Terror Alarm on March 28th of 2023, right? You see symbol for alarm or police, America. You know what this is. I'll read some of it. Without justifiable reason, I almost punched my computer screen for having to even say that. Without justifiable reason to use force, and without this individual resisting arrest, the word police officer shot dead, the word suspect of killing multiple children and teachers at a Christian school in Nashville. Wasn't a suspect, it was the actual perpetrator. That I got no words for this. I did find some other posts. I'm not gonna put them up though, because like I said, I like my computer screen, bro. My rib got it for me. I use it for gaming, to do classes on, hop on the internet, buy, what I'm saying, buy some Yu-Gi-Oh cards here and there. You feel me? Watch YouTube videos and a nice, cool, big screen. I like my screen, right? I like my screen. If I would have pulled anything else up, I would have broken my screen and the live would have been interrupted due to technical difficulty and the fact that I lost the fight to an object. But yes, this is what did we read earlier? What did we read earlier in Psalm 73? Pride compasseth them about as a chain, violence covered them as a garment. If this ain't prideful as hell, I don't know what is. That's right. That's right. I'm getting back into it. You know what I'm saying? Karab, there's a whole bunch of, there's some new rules I'm getting used to. I'm an old school, Yu-Gi-Oh player. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I gotta challenge Yachty at one point, right? I gotta show him that the old school cards still dominate, you know what I'm saying? But that's beside the point. That's beside the point, man. Right? Just this is what they went to. Without justifiable reason. I would think that the person with a 9mm, a 5.56, and another firearm who is identified and seen by first responders on the scene firing at them through a window, getting distress calls about an armed individual in a school connected to a church killing children and workers and staff. And these people being seen as dead, I would think that's justifiable reason to stop this person at all costs, right? But they said without justifiable reason. Just this past weekend, me, Officer Yajidaya, and Soldier Hamad, right? We were scoping out an area to potentially, hold camp, right? It didn't seem fruitful, so we went to a different spot near the Capitol, near the City Hall building downtown Dallas, right? There is it wasn't a lot of them. There is a little group of protesters. What protesters? You see where my mouse is hovering over? Yeah. Those protesters were protesting. I see them do it all the time. I didn't really get for what though. The day after, I see a video. I think it was either on Instagram or Facebook. There were hordes of the same people, and I believe this was recorded on the same day. On the same day, of these people stormed the Austin Capitol building. They were inside the building. They were protesting for rights, saying that this wasn't justified. They were laying on the floors of the building, saying this word, this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 letter word, rights. They were chanting that word and rights. That's what they were doing, right? Repeatedly, over and over and over. Hordes of them. The pride. Where is your sympathy for the children and the individuals whose lives were lost? Right? And I guarantee these same people will be the same people who will be in the Black Lives Matter marches saying Black Lives Matter. Where are y'all at for that brother that got killed? You see how quiet it just got? But no. They're saying it's unjustifiable. These are the same people who say, we stand with you. We go through the same things that we do with you. Not one, I repeat, not one so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native are going to stand up for someone who did something like this, even if it's of their own people. Nah, bro, it's wrong. 1000% wrong, right? That's a fact, Brian. The love of many is waxing cold daily. That's a fact. That exactly. They're gonna have the audacity to march for quote unquote justice. They wouldn't know justice if there was a woman named Justice and slapped them with a law book. They wouldn't know, right? But one of the wait, keyword right here. This word right here, blank phobic. In other words, blank phobia. Now, if you know anything about the word phobia, it means fear, right? And anyone that goes against their ideologies, their irrational thought processes, and stuff like that, they'll say you're homophobic. They'll say you're that word and phobic, right? Let's use some good old brain power and what we were taught of the English language and how to research and stuff like that. Let's see what that word means. Let's break this word down, right? Hey, look, Kentaro. There were two. You can find the video on Twitter. There were two individuals. Okay, I'm not gonna give them any props just because they're of the Sheep Shagger Coalition. That group. Hold on, wait, hold on, wait, hold on. Don't get me wrong. They stopped this individual at all costs. I'm not mad at that at all. Hold on. Let's see if I can't learn y'all a few words. Hold on. Because I have this thing in my notes. It's called Terms for Worms. The Mayo Brigade, the Unseasoned Ones, Palm Colored People, the Casper Conquistadors, right? Those people, right? They're of that persuasion. But did they actually do their job? Yeah, they actually did their job. Not even gonna. I'm not finna play with you, outside. Yeah, I'm not finna play with you. But they'll say that though. They will say that. But watch this. Which we don't need CNN no more. We can get rid of CNN. Right? Just why? I don't even know what this is. Also, Etymology Online Dictionary. It is an app. I don't know if it's for Android, but I know it's an app for Apple. Look it up. This is a great app to have on your phone, right? But let's get it, because you have a word, but how it's used is a prefix. What's a prefix? It's a word. It's the beginning of a compound word, right? This word, since I can't even say it right now, what does it mean? Word forming element meaning across, beyond, through, on the other side of, to go beyond, from Latin, can't say it, across, over, beyond, perhaps originally present participle of the verb teri, meaning to cross, variant of the root tiri, cross over, pass through, overcome. In chemical use, indicating a compound in which two characteristic groups are situated on opposite sides of an axis of a molecule. This is the definition meaning of the actual word when it is being used as a prefix, right? To cross, beyond, go through, to go to the other side, stuff like that. That's what this word means, right? Now watch this. Actually, wait. You could have kept the comment up there, Kentaro. You could have left it, bro. You didn't have to retract it. I was just saying, like, I wouldn't personally do it, but they did do their job. They stopped this individual from harming lives. That's the most PG way I could put it. Okay. Now, in this compound word, the beginning, which is what we just read, this is the tail end of the word or the suffix or the end of a compound word. So, since it's being used in that manner, let's read it in that manner. Phobia, word forming element meaning excessive or irrational fear. Horror, aversion, from Latin phobia, they're saying that you are scared of same things and they're scared of change. I think they're saying we're autistic. Or at least you have a fear of change. That is by definition what they're saying when they make those accusations at people. To have a fear of change. I don't think so. I'm not scared of you at all. I don't think any of us are. We're confused. I can definitely say that because the things that they say, what they purport, what they stand for, are very confusing and make no sense. It's definitely irrational, but it's not an irrational fear, right? So don't ever let nobody try to say that about you. You let them know I'm not scared of change, and watch them be confused. Watch them be confused. Because again, when we use logic, logical deductive reasoning, they can't hack it. I'm sorry that I come from a generation who, at least for some form of fashion, have their head on their shoulders, right? And actually know what's going on around here. But ain't nobody scared of these people, man. Right? Now I will say this, and I'm not trying to make light of the situation, but when that incident happened in Nashville, I would say that those people were, in fact, that word phobic. Are you with me? I guarantee that those people who were in that church and in that school were that word phobic. I guarantee and I stand by it. And look, that's an excessive fear. It wasn't irrational, but it was indeed what? A horror. It's exactly what it was. It was a panic fear of. Those people were that word and phobic, most certainly. They had a right to be that word phobic. They most certainly were able to, right? Now, let's get back to the Bible, right? We can do nothing but get back to the Bible, because these people are not new to this place called the earth. They're not new. These people once reigned over 5 cities, and they got grandpa to thank for living before the Most High took him out. They got him to thank, right? Because if it wasn't for him, he wouldn't have got all the money back. And the only reason he went is because little nephew, right? Little nephew, aka little cuzzo, right? Got kidnapped by some opposing forces. Grandpa had to get ganging them, right? And you know, and went to war and won that war, man. Defeated 5 armies to go get Lot. And you know, the king of those 5 cities, you know, try to give him those funds. And what Gramps say? He said, "Man, you keep that, bro. I don't want none of that." Because he knew these people was evil and was plotting some wicked stuff. You feel me? You know. And then what happened after that? You know, the Most High came to Grandpa and said, "Hey, man, I'm finna go kill these people, bro." Right? And you know what Grandpa do? He said, "Hold on, wait, you know what? There's like 50 people though. That's at least righteous. Can they live? Maybe. You know, if there's 50 of them, maybe. What about 40? Maybe 30? Maybe 10? Maybe 5? All right, if there at least be 5, we say the 5, but the rest of them gotta go. All right. What am I talking about? Somebody put in the chat. Let's see. We got a chat full of Bible scholars in here, man. Put in the chat if you know what chapter in the Bible I'm finna go to. Let me see them scholars, man. I'm pretty sure. Okay, that's the situation, Kentaro. That's a fact. I am talking about those cities, straight facts. But give me the book and the chapter, though. Give me the book and chapter. Y'all know how I like to do it, man. I want to make sure that we scholars up in here. I need someone to give me the book and the chapter of what I'm about to go to and what we finna read. I know somebody got it. Karab, you can't answer, bro. Karab, if you're still in the chat, you can't answer, bro. I expect you to know this. It'd be cheating, okay? You got the right book, but not the right chapter. That's going way beyond, my guy. Way beyond Tribe of Issachar. Right book, wrong chapter. So okay, so we got the book. Got the chapter though. Oh, somebody got the chapter. There we go. Kitaro got it. That's right. These people are not, how can I put it? The alphabet gang are not strangers to committing violence. Now, am I saying they all do it? No, because I'm not trying to get in trouble like that. But I'm saying individuals and groups like them historically have not been, how can I put it, non-violent individuals, right? We about to read about a whole nation of people who would and definitely agree with the alphabet gang's ideologies and the pushing of, how can I put it, of the brain polluting mindset that they have that they're pushing on our children, right? Now, don't delete the Tribe of Issachar. We saw it, bro. I would have screenshotted it so I could send it to you. Like, nah, fam, we caught you. We caught you, King. we caught you lacking. Nah, it's in my memory now. It's in my memory. I know you said Genesis 39. It's cool though. It happened. I did the same thing earlier. I'm not even gonna hold you. But let's get it. Let's read this account of people of like minds, right? The book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 1. And there came 2 angels. I repeat, there came 2 angels. 2 angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom, and Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground, as you should, because you don't know if you're about to live or you're about to die, but you better give reverence. Verse 2. And he said, behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, into your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and ye shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, nay, but we will abide in the street all night. What's the song? The phrase come out at night. The phrase come out at night. It's a fact. Verse 3. And he pressed upon them greatly, and they turned in unto him and entered into his house. He's like, nah, fam, y'all get in this house. Like, no, no, I know who y'all are, but no, get in the house, okay? And he made them a feast. He said, nah, get in the house. I'm gonna cook for you. And did bake unleavened bread, and they did eat it. We're gonna sit here, we're gonna eat this food, we're gonna kick it all night. All right, that's it. We're gonna kick it all night. Lot knew what was up. I still don't know why in the world Lot would even live there. If he knew what was up, bro, you should have dipped. Okay. And now look at you. One of your descendants is the coolest part of your descendants is Ichiro Oda, the creator of One Piece, as well as Tobirama, the creator of Dragon Ball. Your best contribution to the earth is Japan in anime and manga. There's some other things, but I'm not going to say them on the slide. But anyway, verse 3. Salak, verse 4. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even men of Sodom, compassed the house round, both old and young. Bruh. It's all good. It's all good, Drop of Iscari. It's all good. It's all fun and it's love in here. I promise. I promise it's all fun and love, King. It's all good. It's all good, King. But again, let's read verse 4 again, because this is key. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even men of Sodom, compassed the house round. They surrounded Lot's house, both old and young. Understand what that is, man. You got young men. It doesn't give a clear age, but I'm pretty sure there was possibly teenagers, those around 18, 20. It wouldn't surprise me if there were children there. And you got middle-aged and old men surrounding Lot's house. And what are they doing to our children in school? Trying to indoctrinate them that it is okay to follow their line of ideological thinking. Keep that in mind. All the people from every quarter, from all 5 cities, man. And they called unto Lot and said unto him, where are the men which came into thee this night? Bring them out unto us that we may know them. Bruh. Understand that this is a mass mob surrounding one man's house, telling him to bring 2 angels of the Lord out so that way they can have their way with them. Do you see the depravity, the sickness? And who are the people that purport this type of thing, right? They were known as Grecians. They were known as Romans. They were known as the ye old Englishmen during the Renaissance era after we got kicked out, right? They're known as slave masters, conquistadors, the Frenchmen, right? The German. The tassel twirlers. I just made that one up. Don't take it. I'm putting on that, right? Putting that. The curly Q. I can't think of anything like that. The curly Q. I'm just calling them the curly Qs. The curly Qs, man. You know who I'm talking about, right? Your average, everyday Caucasian. They love this stuff, right? This is what they partake in. Men, both old and young, right? Verse 6. And Lot went out. And Lot went out went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him. He went outside, bro. Hey, look, Lot, brave for that. Like, bro, you just told them not to go outside. You got a mob outside tell you to bring the men outside, and you go outside and close the door, bro. I'm not gonna lie. If this was like a modern day situation, I'm spraying from the opposite side of the door. Right? I'm emptying clips on all directions in a bottleneck situation. And my mindset is it's black ops zombies. And I'm shooting through the door. You feel me? The untitled documents people. Oh my god, that's great. That is great. Oh god, that's a good one. That's a good one. But yeah, so Lot goes out there and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly. Behold, now I have 2 daughters, which have not known a man. He had 2 virgins. He's offering up his 2 virgin daughters. Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as is good in your eyes. Bruh, he said he's offering up his daughters to protect these angels of the Lord. Only unto these men do nothing, for therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. They're in my house, let them be. Verse 9. And they said, stand back. And they said again, this one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs to be judged. Now will we deal worse with thee than with them. And they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot, and came near to break the door. They're trying to break Lot's door in to get to these angels. Violence, all because they can't have their way. Doesn't the alphabet gang get pretty erratic? And we can see, what, and especially what we just read, they don't get their way, they get violent. Let's keep it a buck. But that is the way of the Edomites, though. To clarify. I'm talking about a sect of the Edomites, but in totality, I am talking about the Edomites in reference. Just for PG purposes. Okay. Verse 10. But the men put forth their hand and pulled Lot into the house. They grabbed him. They said, get your ass in the house. Right? And shut to the door. So they grabbed him, they opened the door, grabbed him, shut the door. And they smote the men that were at the door of the house. They killed them boys. Or not killed them, but they smote the men that were at the door with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. Blinded them, dipped out, pulled a Batman. Right? Verse 12. And the men said unto Lot, hast thou here any besides son-in-law, and thy sons and thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place. For we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxing great before the face of Yahweh, and Yahweh have sent us to destroy it. That's what they're there for, man. Like we read earlier in Revelations 11 and 8. Even as Sodom and Egypt, how did the Most High destroy Sodom? Is this place known as Mystery Babylon, aka America spelled with 3 Ks? It is definitely like Sodom and Gomorrah. And the Most High is going to destroy it with what? With fire. Fervent fire. Okay? But yeah, we're not going to read the whole chapter of Genesis. That's what we're not going to do. Right? You know what? That's even better. That's even better, Tribe of Viscar. It is more like Resident Evil. All right. But yeah, that's these people. All right. That is this people. They're back on the earth, and this is what they're doing. Right. But moving forward, like I said, I had a treat for y'all. Right. Check this out. But first, we're gonna preface it with some Bible. Right. This This is 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 2. So we read a byproduct of America, and we're going to read, and I'm going to show you of another byproduct of America. Y'all in for a treat right now, all right? I read this study this German did on the culture of Pompeii. He wrote saying that in Pompeii, the cigarettes were doing the same thing. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It would not surprise me. Hey, look, it was considered that, and guess what? It most certainly is Siccarii. It's definitely a mental disorder, right? But 1 Corinthians 8, verse 2. If any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing as he ought to know. And this I am applying to my people. I'm pretty sure that y'all have ran into individuals who say, man, this, that, and the third about the Bible, and try to talk like they know something, but they really don't know a damn thing, right? Watch this. First, let me preface it. Let me preface it, right? Oh my God, can't spell. I would forget. I even forgot to type the number 3. Lord and grace. Next chapter. Boom. Let that. Now, if there is anyone in the DFW area of Texas, Dallas-Fort Worth area, every other Friday, and we're going to get to be in every Friday, right? We're going to be there this Friday. We're going to be off 7th Street. We're going to be in front of Texas Republic. We're going to be pushing his word in truth and sincerity, right? And what you finna see, we're almost there. Just thinking about it. Just trying. You finna see unreleased footage. Right? Y'all gonna see some unreleased footage. Now, I remember the last time that I tried to share a video, right? The sound wasn't working. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this. I need 1s in the chat if you can hear the audio, 2s in the chat if it ain't working. All right, here we go. First and foremost, I want to get we losing right now. One's in the chat if you can hear. Not happy. Not just have faith. Work, Lord, to the end. We're not at the end yet. There's a lot of work to do. We good? We good? Oh, we're gonna get to him in a second. That is right. Bring it back. I want to start here because she said something that was just amazing. Right? It is lagging a little bit. We losing right now. But guess what? The Spirit of the Lord, we take we good? The audio good? Talk about the album now your Howard, man. There's more on that? Ryan said, what's going on, brother? Y'all doing all right? I got a couple minutes to talk to another black man real quick and share some wisdom, brother. No? Y'all love. Is the visual good? Is the audio good? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. 1 if we good. 2 if we abandon the mission. Before I hit the space bar, we got a 1. We got a 1. I wouldn't say I'm an elder. I'm only 31. I'm still young. I'm still young, but no, that's me, of course. Right there with the gray shamag on. Next to me is the powerful officer, the powerful soldier, Gazam. You feel me? Right? You 50? Chill, fam. You 51? All right. Hey, look, all praises, man. All praise. That's Power right there. All right. Let's go. Let's go.
Black people. If you love black people, why can't you talk to another black man? Repent from the kingdom at the hand and keep God in your life. What's up? Y'all got a question or something?
Oh, it's what is white supremacy? Okay,
I
thought it said this is white supremacy.
Yeah, this is white supremacy. Everything that I see around me is white supremacy.
Oh yeah, I understand.
That's a fact. Everything that's around us is white supremacy. America is white supremacy. His red Budweiser jacket is white supremacy. This sign that says that I can't make a right turn is white supremacy.
Do you really?
No, I don't. I understand.
What do you understand?
I understand where you're from.
Are you sure? Where am I coming from?
Well, depends on what white supremacy this is.
Wait, what did you say? What did you say? No, what did you say before that? You got a Negro? Okay, why do you say that? Well, no, I'm saying, why do you, like, what evidence do you have that supports your claim of God?
I was gonna say I feel like Jesus was a black man.
You see that? Edom even knows the Mashiach is a so-called black man, a Judite. All right.
Okay, you say that he's Indian. Why you say that? Yeah, it's from Jerusalem.
The Red I'm
You know
just
the
curious.
conditioning? Come on. It needs to act like what someone's running up and down the people, how special they are. What is white supremacy?
So this brother came. Look at this devil right here. Look at this face. This is like the face of a very evil individual. Okay, that's what this guy looks. He looks evil as hell. But this brother came up, try to speak some life into this. But I don't care about these two devils, right? Let's keep going.
These are examples of white supremacy right here. Right? Another form of white supremacy is what we see every day. For example, the European Caucasians, like these two right here.
I'm Mexican, hold on.
What's your father?
Russian.
Huh?
Russian.
Caucasian.
She tried it. I'm Mexican. So your mother is an Israelite. Tell her to repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And leave that Russian Edomite and tell your father to reach out to the homeland and pull a Chris Tucker and say, push the goddamn button. All right.
Yeah, I know, but I don't like
Hey man, hey, no, you an Israelite king. You a king and you a god on this earth, man. He's a what? Okay, so what makes you think he's Indian?
Where is Jerusalem?
Jerusalem is northeast Africa. I agree.
All right. Okay.
But yes, he would be described as a Negro.
He would be a black man.
You see that? She agrees. Hamashiach would be a so-called black man. It gets better though. It gets better.
No, I've thought about that multiple times because I was raised at the beginning Christian through my parents. But we have to go. Okay, I'm so.
No,
I
all y'all European Caucasians, right? Can I at least read y'all one scripture before you go? No, just one scripture, just one.
Dude, I appreciate what you're doing, but hey, look.
Okay, well, guess what? There's going to be a really good light show coming to America very soon.
Pay attention to what she says. Listen closely. It's phenomenal.
From Russia, destroy the place with thermonuclear deterrence.
Oh, see, I don't
Wait, you got a question? What's up?
Coming back to
Yeah, he's going to enslave your wife.
No,
He's going to enslave you.
Our right is here. Let's go.
Oh, wait, listen to Becky. Listen to Becky. I just said, Christ is going to come back and enslave them.
Honestly, for your sake, I'm hoping.
We gotta rewind that. Hold on, fam. What did she say?
Russia is going to destroy this place with thermonuclear deterrence.
Oh, see, I don't
Wait, you got a question? What's
He's
up?
coming back to
Yeah, he's going to enslave your wife.
No, No,
He's
get
gonna
the fuck out of
enslave
here.
you.
Our ride is here. Let's go.
Honestly,
with that.
for your sake, I hope they do.
I know. I know. She's gonna be a great slave. You're gonna be a great slave. She's gonna be.
How about y'all stop drinking alcohol every time you leave the house? Nick Smart.
You see that? She them knows, man. Honestly, for your sake, she said honestly for my sake, for the Israelite sake, she hopes that Christ comes back to enslave them. Get the most high hand. Get the most high hand. And if you've seen a very good classic video of the most hateful group in America, we know why she's there.
Fuck. Chase,
Walk
let's
over
go.
there, we'll meet you over there.
We're
Start
both
walking.
Israelite,
can't
and
meet.
we're
All
good.
right.
She's such a good slave. She wanted to hear the word of God. She wanted to hear it from her future slave masters. All right.
America.
Here.
Yeah. Hey, look. Y'all listen to that man. Look, she's gonna be a good slave. She's gonna be a good slave.
You have the time to tell me about it.
I appreciate it. Thank you. We all know why she said it. We know what the devil said it. We know the same why.
But let's get to where we really want to be.
Some of these
We're gonna skip through
work to do.
this. I love my people, but my people are so irritating. Like those of us that actually got good head on their shoulders, got some sense about them. Fantastic. Individuals like him make me understand why Nehemiah was whooping ass. All right. 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 3. Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers, walking after their own lusts. Now, why do I say this? Let's find out. And again, this brother is a prime example of the product of our people, or one of the byproducts of our people who are of the mind of America's children.
What's going on, brother? You doing all right?
Yes, sir.
Quick question. You want power, brother?
I'm a king. I'm a god. What's going
You a
on?
king? You a god?
Yeah, I am.
Who told you that, man?
I know that.
You know that? Where'd you
I know
learn that
that for
from?
sure.
Where'd you learn that
I
from?
just gotta wait
that's
till my
my
spirit, and then I'm
Notice how the conversation actually started off like, normal conversation. We chilling, we chopping it up, right?
Okay.
yeah, all these creators out of Illuminati and all that.
What
man,
is?
fucking all that.
Wait, what is?
He's talking about the 12 tribes chart. He's saying that the 12 tribes chart was made by the Illuminati. Red flag number 1.
All these creators, these ain't human.
What are you talking about?
He just called everybody on that chart not human. Bruh. You see the look on my face right here? My patience is already worn thin at this point.
What you showing
What is
me
a
right
what
there?
is a human?
Huh?
What is the definition of a human? What is a
I
human?
can't give you the definition.
It means a colored person. That's all that means.
Oh yeah, human.
Yes, human.
But I got
Human
soul.
colored.
I got soul.
Yeah, I know you're not the Illuminati.
No. This one right here.
Okay. This is nothing but blacks and they.
I'm trying to find common ground with the brother, right? I'm not trying to get into a needless argument or anything like that, right? I'm trying to find common ground with this brother so we can have at least some form of a intelligent dialogue. That's it.
These are all blacks, Hispanics, and Asians.
Brainwashed though.
How did brain work? By the way, brother, do you know what the sign is from?
No, I don't know what this is.
So how can
He already admits he doesn't know what the hell it is that he's looking at, but he's trying to say that it's made by the Illuminati. Everybody on there brainwashed. These people ain't real humans. It's madness.
So how can you condemn something that you don't understand?
All right, talk to me about it. Go and break it down.
So right here,
I got time.
this sign right here, it denotes who the children of Israel are on this side of the hemisphere of the earth, which are mainly blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who come in different shades of brown. That makes sense? this was something that the Most High God instructed with prophecy. So that way when people come by, they can see who they are when it comes to ask that question, what does this mean?
Y'all remember what we went through last week where we read in Sirach, you know, essentially pouring wisdom into a fool is like trying to put water into a broken vessel. This is a clear example of this.
Right? That makes sense? Like, who it is? I forget, but he's a famous person.
So he's trying to ask me what an individual is, who an individual is specifically on that sign. I don't know every individual on that sign. He's asking me who that is. And I said someone famous. And he says exactly like he's making a point. I thought we were going in a good direction.
Need to be on now.
Here's the thing though. He's a snake. Hold on.
Who it is?
As far as this person, I don't know them.
Exactly. They don't need to be on there.
So now he's trying to dictate who needs to be on the sign, right? He said these people don't need to be on the sign. We have those individuals on those signs so that way people can see that it's not just an all so-called black thing. It's not an all so-called Hispanic thing. It's not a dark skin thing, a light skin thing, a yellow bone thing, a red bow thing, a high yellow thing, a crispy black midnight under the bed looking thing. It's none of that. We come in different shades of brown. It's simple and as plain as that, right? But for some reason, famous people just ruined it for him. But in that, he's just being an asshole. He doesn't know that I have a propensity of also being an asshole.
Wait. Why?
Because they brainwashed.
Brother, this has nothing to do about them being brainwashed. The reason for them being here is to show that it's not just so-called dark skin or brown skin.
No, I understand that.
But you're missing the point by trying to say that they brainwashed, brother. The reason for this brother's father and his lineage of his fathers goes back to Cuban, indigenous Cubanos.
I hear what you're saying.
Brother, that's not the point of them. These people are Israelites.
He just called his own people the devil. Deceivers, which I'm pretty sure some of them might have actually deceived. It's quite possible. But my patience is also even lower at this point.
They Satan, they worship the devil.
The white man is Satan and the devil.
That's right. Hashatan, he's the Most High's hitman. But the white man is definitely, they work for Satan, right? That's what I meant.
And he got black people doing the same shit.
There are people who follow that, but that's not the point of this sign.
They brainwashed.
Who would you like to see on the sign?
Huh?
Who do you want on the sign?
It's hard. No celebrities. We can start there from the jump. We can't go off celebrities.
Okay, if we pick random black fascinators,
I couldn't even think of them.
These
Because
people
we're
are
not together.
It was at this point I knew I wanted to slap the shit out of him.
You have a good night. Exactly. You have a good night.
My patience is completely gone at this point. Look, my patience is gone at this point. I tried to exercise wisdom. I said good night. I was like, I'm not finna talk to him. Sadly enough, he drew me back in.
No, because you hard-headed, you a dumbass nigga.
That's right, and I stand by that. I stand by what I said.
That's
I gotta be there.
Yes, because you acting like a nigga. Are you drunk or intoxicated right now?
No. I'm well woke.
You well woke? What does that mean?
I'm well woke.
Who are you then? Where your people come from?
Huh?
Where did your people come from?
I need y'all to pay attention to what this brother says. I asked him, who are you? Where your people come from? This is what he says.
If you woke, where you come from?
My people created you.
This nigga, this poor lost brother, gonna sit here, look me in my face, and says his people created the earth. The earth.
Where do your your people
My
come
people
from?
come from Chris.
Prove your people from this earth.
What you mean, bro?
You make the claim that your people made and created this earth.
Yeah.
Prove it.
You saying they did?
I'm asking you to prove it. Can you prove it?
You walk in. You walk in.
Prove it. Prove your people created the earth, meaning they constructed.
They didn't have this right here. They didn't have this right here.
I'm not talking about that.
He's trying to cop out and say, no, they didn't have phones. Basically, you saying you ain't got no proof to what the hell you saying. You talking out of
Who created the earth? I need you to prove it.
I can't prove it, bro. You ain't woke.
Exactly. You can't prove it. No, your ass is asleep, man.
You
You is asleep,
If
man.
these the people you been speaking
Ain't no-
highly of, now these people making pass with some of them. Now look at you, fuck
No one's worshiping these people, and no one's speaking highly of these people.
7th Street, Fort Worth, in front of Texas Republic. If you in the area, drop by on Friday. We teaching the word of God.
You're not even listening to a goddamn thing that I'm saying. Give me Sirach 22 and 13. Sirach 22 and 13.
Please get that boy some shit.
Sirach 22 and 13.
Get that boy some shit.
As you can see, he is nothing but a scoffer.
Get him some shit.
Sirach 22 verse 13. Read. Talk not much, they fool. What? Talk not much, they fool.
We can't talk to the foolish, man.
Wait, y'all
We can't do that,
Bible man-made?
We can't do that.
Y'all reading out a man-made?
This retardation of an argument is so sickening, bro. I'm getting a headache rewatching this, to be quite honest with you. I'm not even gonna hold you, man. Like, bruh.
Bible?
They have no understanding.
They have what?
They have no understanding.
He clearly ain't got no understanding.
What?
You right.
No understanding.
Y'all don't have no understanding. Y'all don't have no understanding. You right. Y'all reading out a book that's man-made. Man-made.
I'm doing my best to ignore him at this point. I'm really trying. Sadly enough, he pulls me back in.
That shit, boy.
That can never be defiled with his followers.
Y'all read a book that's man-made. Man-made.
Yes, sir. You read.
He said he creates book.
I am like,
Also, it's man. Listen, read.
oh, but you'll read this though. You'll read this.
Because I wrote this book.
That's right. My ancestors wrote this book. Our ancestors wrote this book. Why do I not want to read a book that my ancestors wrote, man?
What is this? What's the title?
That's man. Look for this footage. More is gonna come out on that, right? But yeah, bro. Just know I didn't put hands on him, but he did smoothly get cussed out. All right, I'm gonna just keep it a buck. All right, I'm gonna keep it a buck. He got cussed out, right? But yeah, man. If you want to Dallas Fort Worth area, go down to 7th Street in front of Texas Republic. We're gonna be out there around like 9:30 until the Lord said, "Get your butt home." All right. But yeah, that's our people in the world. That's our people. But that brother, that's that mindset of America, man. That he is of the mind of America's children. All right. That's who he is. Let me do this. Act about this matter if they're celebrities. That it's smart to put celebrities on there. Why? A lot of our people follow and like to live their lives vicariously through who? Celebrities. So if they see someone that they know, identify, or follow on that sign, it is literally advertising, hey, check this out. Wait, why is Blake Griffin on this sign? Right? Why is such and such on this sign? Right? And then they read the sign, and then they see the sign, then they get the information. He don't understand what's going on. Like I said, I tried to refrain from it, but hey, man, look, I do my best to, to work on my patience and whatnot. It's gotten better. But man, if I didn't, I would. Y'all seen that movie How High? I want to put the baby powder on my hand and just snap some sense into him. I couldn't do it though. I tried to do it spiritually. I believe I did. Because later on in that video, he tried to come around and talk to Soldier Gazan. I was like, hey man, I was just joking around and whatnot. I know you was. Now get up the block. Like you had your chance to actually have a good dialogue. We could have chopped it up and whatnot. You ruined it, bro. I don't even want to talk to you. Repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Keep God in your life, man. All right. This is Sirach, chapter 19 and verse 29. A man may be known by his look. Actually, wait, didn't I tell that? Hold on, wait.
God.
Exactly. He's fucking up. He can't even get you right. Goddamn.
Hey man, keep God in your life.
Hey, y'all might as well pack this shit up. Y'all might as well pack. I am a god.
What do you know you're not. You're not acting like a god. You acting like a straight dumbass nigga.
There you go. It is at this point I rage.
That's who the fuck you is, man.
Can't play that. I told you, I snapped.
Listen to your motherfucking ass.
Nobody wants to listen to your ass, man.
That's what I'm talking. It
You're
ain't
talking
word.
too much right now.
Whole word going on. Are you aware of it?
Yes, it's called World War III, nigga. And guess what?
White people shit. Y'all so white people.
White people, dumbass, get up the road.
Y'all white people. All y'all white people.
You a dumbass white. The most I just heard kill your ass.
Hey man, let's see repent.
Y'all work.
He gonna kill your ass.
Ain't nobody gonna
God kill your ass.
Let me skip around. I told you, I raged.
Now
There you
what?
go.
Now what?
There you go.
Now what? Guess what?
There you
Your
go.
dumbass is gonna die right along with him.
Exactly. You steady downgrading me.
Exactly.
A god.
Go ahead. No, you ain't a god, nigga. You not
What
a
are
god.
you? You light skin. You too light.
Nigga, you too dark now, what?
Yo, he really tried it. Unfortunately, he doesn't know that one of my favorite cartoon characters, only because of his quick-wittedness, was Bugs Bunny. He was too quick-witted. He said I was too light-skinned. I say you too dark-skinned. Now what? What you gonna do now?
Too light.
And you a dumbass nigga now, what? You a bitch made nigga now.
All right, now we gotta cut it. I was trying to see if I could get to the point because I actually said this to him. I said a man may be known by his look, right? But no, we gotta cut it there. Right? Can't be excessive with it. But Sirach 19 and 29, a man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him, right? Like I knew he was of the world. I thought he could have a conversation, and then his demeanor started to change as the conversation went on. I was like, "This is a dumbass. You're a dummy, bro. He's a straight dummy. He's irksome. Talking with a fool is like holding lead, like we went into last week, man. All right. He needs to top out the bottle. Hey, man. Verse 30. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait shew what he is. And that's all he did the whole time, man. Excessive laughter and his attire. Bro, he was a scoffer. He came up there literally to scoff. He didn't come up there to actually have any form of conversation. Let's see, what are these black men doing over here, man? He gonna ask me, there's a whole war going on. Do you know? Yes. Why you think I'm out here? You want to come up and be advantageous and you want to be a scoffer, right? That's what you want to do, right? That's sadly, that is our people, man. That is our people. That is a byproduct of the mind of America's children. He is of the mind of America's children. Lest he repent, he's going to remain one of them. Got 2 more precepts, man. Hey, look, Hosea, I tried. He kept going. I did my best. Because after that little blow up, I did my best to ignore him. That's when other people started to walk up and whatnot. But man, oh man, bruh. Hey man, look, I'm quick to call somebody. I'm not quick to call someone, but if you acting like that, I'm finna call you. All right. This is Sirach 21 verse 20. A fool lifted up his voice with laughter, but a wise man doeth scarce smile a little. I was not smiling this entire exchange. I was not. Right? Neither was Gazam, and neither was Gabar. We was not smiling at all. Right? This man, he just want to laugh and whatnot, and just he wants to be a nigga. Right? And not the never ignorant getting goals accomplished nigga. But the child of America nigga. That's what he wanted to be, man. That's exactly what he wanted to be. All right. But yeah, use that as an example when the situation get close to that. Like, hey, look, like the brother said earlier, sometimes you gotta have that. That's a fact. Let them have it. Let them have it. Hey, look, I'm with that. I'm with that. The black on black hate is weak. That's a fact. We could have had a calm, intelligible conversation, and it could have been cool, right? I'm always down to learn something. Like, hey, bro, how about you teach me something, I teach you something. Let's make this mutual. Tell me something, show me some, share something with me, man. I may not ever see you again. I'll be telling people that at camp, like, brother, sister, let's chop it up real quick. I may never see you again. Let's have at least 2, maybe 5 minutes as Black, Hispanic, and Native people. Let's have a quick conversation. Let's build with one another real quick. Let's share some information with each other. Let's talk, man. I know because my mother and father taught me to speak when spoken to be polite and say, hello, how are you doing? To respond when someone says, hello, how are you doing? People nowadays, they don't got that. I say this all the time. I can't. If we rewind the clock during our grandparents, well, my grandparents' time, right? If they never had seen another black, a so-called black person or Hispanic person beforehand, hey brother, how you doing? Hey sister, how you doing? Good to see you. Simple as that. Hi, how you doing? We get a finger, a raised cup, a black power fist, and that's it. You can't speak. You can't say hello. Our people are destroyed, man. Hosea. Oh, hold on. Something ain't right. Am I tripping? I might be tripping. Did I not do it? Hold on. Wait. I didn't click the button. I didn't click the button. That's what it was. I confused myself. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That brother, and like so many of our people, are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. They have no idea what's really going on, what's actually happened. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. You see that? That brother was most certainly destroyed, man. That's a fact. That's an absolute fact, Tribe of Issachar. I'm not above correction. I'd rather be corrected. Like, wait, I got such and such wrong. Show me the right way, bro. I'm not trying to be wrong. Tell me right. What's up? Our people don't think like that, man. Now, I won't say our people won't in totality. There's a good portion of our people who actually love correction, so that way they can make sure that their steps are right and exact, and that they don't fall off by the wayside. All right. But yeah, man. With that, you know what I'm saying? Again, that's the mind of America, right? We see what they're purporting, what they're pushing, what they're trying to push on our children. And that brother was an example to how the mind of America is and what it means to be an American. All right. We ain't American, we Israelites. All right. And if that brother happens to find this video, you seen your face, your mama told you that your face was on the internet for whatever reason, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. All right. But with that, I want to give Call Halal Abinau Yahweh Bahashima Mashiach Malak Yahweh Shai. Till next time, Shalom.